I'm not sure what the issue has been, but after trying many different combinations, turning that one on, turning the transmitter on, turning on while pulling or pushing the throttle or turning, I finally bound it. But I think it's a defective receiver or transmitter, because you see I'm not doing anything, I'm just moving this, and then the wheels are moving, and I can actually control, but it is jittery, so it's not controlling from time to time. The throttle seems to be working, but the steering, do you see it is kind of to the right now, and then when I move it, it is kind of jerky. So I made the connection, somehow the binding, but when I move this, everything is moving. So do you see there is some issue? I don't think it is anything to do with like for controlling it. Some toy cars, you control it by rotating the controller, but this is not one of them. So, and maybe I'm too close, so I'm going to step away a little far, but still, when I move the transmitter, you know, it is having the same issue. And then when I'm too far, you know, I cannot ride like that. In any case, I reached out to this email about a little over 2 weeks ago. So, and this info@may4service.com, the person was very responsive and just asked for a video of the issue, and I sent it to her, and then within a couple days I received this box, and it looks like it came from Amazon, or maybe it has just the Amazon box on it, Amazon Prime. And here I have a new one. So it came like this. Almost like somebody opened it up, maybe for testing it. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do now is, so this is brand new. Same, looks like the same model, same color, everything the same. And what I'm going to try is to figure out if the issue is the transmitter or the receiver on this one by using this exact same. I just have to make sure that I label everything so I do not mix them up. The second one they sent me is, I think, a used one, because if you look here, there is some sand on the tires, on the wheels, and let me take the canopy off. I'm sure there will be more dirt inside under the canopy. And yes, there is. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but there is some sand everywhere. So this is definitely a used one. They sent me a used one. And the other indication that this is used is it didn't come with 3 AA batteries. And the original one came with 3 AA batteries. Actually, the batteries were inside. I didn't even check. So yeah, somebody installed all these. Maybe they wanted to just double check that this is fully functional. So I want to give them the benefit of doubt. Maybe they just took it outside to test it out, and it was actually brand new. As long as it works, I don't care. So I'm assuming that I'm going to turn on the transmitter first, and it's already connected. Assuming that there is battery, I'm going to turn this one on. It's all good. So it looks like the light is not blinking anymore. I don't know if you can see it here, over here. The red light is not blinking. I'm assuming it is, yep, smooth. Everything seems to be working. Very nice turn radius, look at that. Testing car number 1, the transmitter number 2. Let's turn on the transmitter, this one on. And car number 1 is working. No issues here. Okay, I guess the 2.4 gigawatt transmitter, the number one, was the culprit, because now I have this car fully functional. It's not doing any that jittering. It doesn't have the issue with the binding. And just one last test. I'm going to try car number 2 with the transmitter number 1, which I believe is the issue. So turn on the transmitter number 1. Wow. How is this possible? And it doesn't have an issue. This car doesn't have an issue now. Well, this is really strange. I don't understand what's happening here. This was car number 2. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to car number 1 with transmitter number 1, because this was not working properly. So let's turn this on and turn on this. And now car number 1 is working fine with transmitter number 1. I don't know what was going on before. And I cannot replicate the issue. So this is the trim, it's the steering rate. As you can see, it is smooth. Okay. Is it smoother with number 2? So let's try binding like this. No, it feels the same. Really strange. I don't know what's going on here. And now car number 2, transmitter number 2. Turn this one on first. This one. I definitely had an issue of binding these things, and you have seen the jittery. But now that I cross-tried everything, both are working fine. Beats me. Anyway, at this point, I'm happy. I take back what I said earlier. Actually, you can just bend it up and then turn it on from here. The switch is right here. So by bending it, you can turn on and off without taking the canopy off. Fantastic little thing. You can even charge it without taking the canopy off by just pulling off this balance cable from here and then just tucking it when you're done. I'll see you outside.